Good morning, everyone. This is Lori with Midstate 515 Resellers. I hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the different fashion styles that are out there. One thing that I have concentrated on and really have tried to learn is the various styles and trends. Admittedly, some of them are brand new. I had never ever heard of them before. So it took me some time to kind of educate myself and get familiar with the different types of styles that people are wearing these days. And I'm just not talking, college students or late 20s. I'm talking everybody. You can see these styles on pretty much everyone. So they are very versatile. They cater to a wide range of people. People are embracing these, and I think with the right knowledge, you can capitalize on that a little bit. There are a lot of fashion trends out there, and I don't have time to cover all of them in one video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of them and kind of share what I've learned with you. I use different keywords, as I'm sure you do, in a lot of my descriptions. I mean, you're given 80 characters in a title and you want to optimize every single character, so you have to be selective in what words that you choose, but yet you want things that are perhaps going to grab attention or kind of hone in a little bit on the various styles that are out there. One thing that I've also started using are hashtags, and I found, interestingly enough, that they truly do benefit a listing. They might not always fit in a description, but if I put a hashtag in, I can get a lot more activity and a lot more eyes on that product because it is a keyword that people are searching. And I love the platforms that have space for those hashtags, that make allowances for them, because I think they are hugely beneficial, and my recommendation is everyone should use them. In my short little stint here as a reseller, seriously concentrating on it for the past 6 months, that is one thing that I have found that for me has been hugely beneficial. But before you can start using those hashtags and keywords, you have to have a little bit of understanding of what they are. So I'm going to share with you some of my finds. Like I said, I'm just going to take a couple of them today. First one I'm going to talk to you about is cottagecore. It might be one that you've heard of, but are not fully familiar with. Basically, cottagecore, it's also known as country core or farm core. It's a fashion trend that just reminds you of nature, embracing the outdoors. Something you would see in a photograph or an Instagram post, someone out picking wildflowers, wearing super frilly, floral looking cottagecore clothing. And the great news is it can be for both men and women. And I have some examples that I wanted to show you that'll kind of help define what cottagecore is. So we're going to start on that little topic first. So hang tight. I'm going to get some pieces ready for you. Thanks, guys. Okay, so these would be a couple of examples of cottagecore. You can see in this dress, it can be a style with just simple lines, very comfortable design, something that you can just wear outdoors on a spring day or fall evening and just be casual, comfortable, yet very stylish. What I liked best about this particular dress that actually accentuates it is this floral embroidered design. It is just a simple shift dress that, again, is very casual but yet stylish, because it just hints a little bit on those trendier styles that are out there. In this case, it's being cottagecore. This is a standard, just shift, unlined, pretty basic, but yet very stylish at the same time. Now, that is an example of a more casual cottagecore style. This one gets a little bit more attention because I don't know if you can see it. In this embroidered floral print, there's also some sequins and some sparkles that I hope you're seeing. This is another example of cottagecore. This one you could still wear outside to a summer, fall picnic. be very stylish. What I would wear it with is maybe a bold colored tank, maybe something in this blue teal or hot pink, just something to give these colors a little bit of a pop. But this is, in my opinion, the epitome of cottagecore. It is casual enough to wear outside, but stylish enough to still get noticed and to feel that you are making a bit of a statement with your clothing choices. So I think this is another example of cottagecore. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what the style trend cottagecore is. Okay, well, hey, I wanted to share a little bit of personal knowledge with you. Cottagecore is one of my favorite fashion trends. I love them. Everything from the floral to the embroidery, and just to top it off as icing on the cake, all of the sparkles, the sequins that you can add to it. I've always loved that look and that style, and I'm really enjoying working with it on a day-to-day basis, trying to capture pictures that represent these items and garments in the best light possible, really to do them justice, because they are very beautiful pieces. And I might just rummage up a few more cottagecore pieces that I have around here. I have, embroidered denim jackets that I just love. I will have to show you as I run across these things. I want to share them with you because it really does spark some excitement and joy in my life, because you're taking photographs of these pieces every day for hours, and it's nice when you come across a piece where you're like, oh yeah, this just says it all. This is iconic, and someone is just going to love that. Cottagecore, I admit, it is my favorite type of style. However, there is one that it's very dear to my heart, and that is kind of the varsity style. And the examples that I have today are more of like the varsity style jackets. In my day, we used to call them Letterman's jackets. Maybe they still are. Shows you how old I am. But there's something, again, timeless about this look. And I love the fact that they are gaining popularity again, that there's people out there still shopping for these varsity styles. They're a little reminiscent of the bygone years for me, which is always fun when I see, my boys or other people pick up on a trend or a style that I kind of grew up with too. I know that sounds weird, but they say fashion kind of repeats itself, and I'm a true believer that that is the case. And these varsity jackets that I'm going to show you are perfect examples of these. I think we all know what they are. We all love them. They all are a great reminder of wonderful times gone by. So let me get these jackets ready for you, and I'll show you some of the finer details of varsity style. Okay, here are my varsity jackets. They have been a wardrobe staple for a number of years, and it's great to see them come back or remain fresh and vibrant even in today's culture and time. I love it. You can find varsity jackets and varsity wear from the runways to the mall to every place. So this is one of those must-have pieces, and because of the fact it's iconic, yes, and it doesn't really grab a whole lot of attention, which is what I think is so cool about it. You just kind of wear it casually, but yet you can still remain stylish because it's an extremely versatile jacket. You can literally wear this with anything. And I love this one is from Express. So brands are still making these types of items. They might date back a little bit, but the style never goes out of style, in my opinion. It's one that we can enjoy for several more years to come, I think. That is a nice example of a varsity jacket. This one is for sure. This, when you see something like this, there's no explanation needed when you see this style jacket. This is the more traditional, classic look. It has, in this case, the pleather sleeves, the zipper. The only thing it's missing is the little letter right about there. It is just a piece that really takes me back to a time of my youth, which is why I find it exceedingly gratifying and fun to see this type of style recirculate in the world today. Those are just a few of the styles that are out there these days. So again, we have the cottagecore and we have the varsity style. There are things like witchcore, there's twee, there's gorpcore, there's grannycore. There's a whole lot of different types of styles out there. And you know, one by one, we'll try and touch on all of them just to kind of give you a bit of an example. Like I said, I have really truly found that adding the type of style into a listing, either in the description itself or in the form of a hashtag, has truly been very beneficial, because there are people out there that, such as myself, that just love cottagecore. So you're just looking for that style. So they would either Google or look up cottagecore generally speaking, or they'd put the hashtag in. And I think it just, again, elevates that listing a bit so more people get more eyes on it. Varsity style is another one, particularly as fall is coming up. We have the varsity jackets. We will probably once again see them out and about in the real world, so people are going to have that on their mind. Going back to school, they will automatically think, you know, varsity style and varsity jackets. So that is for sure something that I would include in a description and or both a hashtag. I think anything you can do to get more exposure on your products obviously is the better. So I would encourage you to do that. I'm also curious to know what your favorite style is. Do you have one? There are so many out there, even if it's not labeled. I'm curious to know. I've told you cottagecore is one of my favorites. I just love that look. But let me know what your favorite style is too. And it's okay if it's something like normcore. Yes, that is a thing. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me a bit today and letting me show you a few of my cool finds and some of the stylish categories they fall in. Thanks guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day.